Hi Virgo, welcome to Sophquest. I'm Spence. Welcome back if you're a subscriber, and welcome in if you're new to the channel. I'm glad you stopped by. Thank you. Hey, this is going to be a weekly reading for you for the week of September 6th through the 12th. And I do want to say happy birthday to my sister in case she sees this message. Happy birthday to you, Hope. And also, I have a niece who's having a birthday this week as well on the same day. Happy birthday as well to you, Sydney, if you see this message. And I just want to sing my birthday song for everyone who has a birthday this week. It's somebody's birthday, I wonder who. It's someone right here in the room with you, smiling and laughing and waving you. It's somebody's birthday, my goodness, it's you. There you go, happy birthday. All right, now this is a great week for you. It is your new moon in Virgo this week. For you, Virgo, that is a practical new beginning in your season, in your solar return, something that you want to make happen. A new habit, right? Something you're going to put into place. Because it's Earth, it's Virgo, it's something that will last, something you will take care of and implement into your daily life. So I love this for you, this new moon. That is going to be on Monday the 6th, or depending on where you are in the world, could be into the 7th. But it's a beautiful new moon and I really do like it. It is trine Uranus, which a trine sort of opens the energy, creates space for change, the changes we need to make. So that's very beneficial, helpful energy. We also have Mars in your sign, Virgo. That brings energy to the situation. And a trine with Pluto helps, again, make that change, bringing about, I guess, a way to transform the things that you really need to. So it could be big changes, okay? So these are some pretty amazing energies that I like a lot for you this week. We also have Venus and Mercury in Libra, which helps us talk about love, money, and the things that we're changing and putting into place with those things as well. Now, okay, Virgo. I'm pulling right now for you from the Sacred Earth Oracle by Tony Carmine Salerno, Leela J. Williams, and the artwork by Helena Nelson Reed. Beautiful deck, I love very much. I'm also using the Thelema Tarot. I'm going to pull 9 cards. This is by Renata Lechner. And I'm going to pull one of the Spirit of the Oracles, the Spirit of the Animals Oracle for you as well by Jody Bergsma at the end of the reading to bring some animal totem energy into your reading. And that one feels right for you. Revision. Isn't that the perfect word for your new moon? Right? Revision. Okay, we're going to read that in just a moment, but I shuffled those quite a bit, and that was the one that wanted to come out. And now let's do what we do, shall we, Virgo, and settle in with me. I'm going to pull your 9-card spread for you now. Virgo season is a beautiful time of year. It sort of enters us into the Burr months. That's what we call it in the Northern Hemisphere when it starts to get chilly. Brings us into autumn. It's my favorite time of year, so I've always loved this season. All right, these were well shuffled before turning on the camera, so I think that's good. Now it's time for us to cut the deck. Let's do that. I say let's because I'm kind of like in a synergy with y'all, and you know, hey, we're doing this together, right? A reading is always between at least 2, if not more people, right? Okay, so it is a general reading for all of those with Virgo energy. So if the messages apply, that's great. If you do not hear your story in this reading today, you could check your rising or your moon sign or your Venus, depending on what you're looking at in your chart. I will show you each and every one of these cards. We're going to go horizontally, vertically, and big picture today. All right, so stick with me. And at the end, like I said, I'm going to bring out one of those animal cards for you as well. Excellent. Now I'm going to take a little bit of a look at your spread while you're taking 3 deep cleansing breaths. Number 1, it just feels good. But mostly it's to bring down the cortisol and the stress. It relaxes you. It helps you feel a little bit better. I'm taking a look here. 6 of Wands, Temperance, Ace of Pentacles. That's beautiful energy. Hermit, your card, your major arcana card is on the table here. Knight of Wands and the Hierophant, that's really good. The World, Knight of Pentacles, Knight of Swords. This is a beautiful reading. And it looks like you are really going forward here on something. I do think that there's something that is a little bit emotional for you. And it's interesting the message that I'm getting from it, because it's like the bottom of the deck, I'm seeing the Five of Cups, and then I'm seeing the Magician, and then I'm seeing you, what I would say represents you in this reading, which is the Queen of Pentacles in this reading. Whether you're male or female, this is the yin energy of Earth. And so internally, it's like, you know, you're taking care of business, you are acting very responsibly and practically. This is on the bottom of the deck, this is about our internal stuff and basically what's sort of under the surface or subconscious, what's going on within us, something we're working out subconsciously. So I think that this is, interestingly enough, about you maybe have been holding yourself back because of past hurts or something in the past you haven't been able to let go of. Holding yourself back from creating whatever it is that you really want to create and take forward with the Magician and this Queen of Pentacles. You have it within you. You have everything that you need within you to do whatever it is that you are wanting to do. But you have something here, perhaps a regret or a sadness that you haven't quite been able to let go of, and it's been holding you back. So let's see if we can work through that a little bit, Virgo. All right? A little sadness there about something. All right, so let's look at this card today, Revision. Revision. All right, I'm in the R's. There's a lot of them. Okay, Revision. Your body remembers the trauma, the closeness, the love, the fear, and the exuberance of your full history, even when your mind doesn't. Right? We call it the pain body. We hold it within. We do. Bring a memory. Bring a memory to the surface to align your current self with the knowledge stored in your body. Go deeper into a challenge in order to go beyond it. A study of the past will help you recognize and break a limiting cycle. Isn't that interesting? That I saw that on the bottom of the deck. Something's holding you back from really doing what you can do, what you have the skills, talents, abilities, and propensity to do, and you're ready to do. You're grounded enough, you're stable enough to do what it is that you want to do, but there's something there. There's something you haven't been able to let go of, right? So that's it, that's here. A study of the past will help you recognize and break a limiting cycle. That is amazing. It's funny because this book, I have highlighted different parts of each message that I like, as you can see with my highlighter there. So I'm going to read you the part that I highlighted at the bottom of this message, just because I'm led to do that. It says, interestingly, they found that evolution was not a steady process. Rather, long periods of stasis were followed by short bursts of rapid change, Uranus, that established relatively quickly into yet another long period of permanency. Because we're moving from one age into a new age. Now, doesn't that make sense? That's why we're learning at such a fast rate with the internet and world travel, right? So kind of a quantum leap. I think that's what this is talking about. There are times when we have a quantum leap forward. Align your conscious awareness with the knowledge held in your body. Mother Nature faces environmental pressures with ingenuity, and you are empowered to do the same. Adversity quickens growth, and adaptation is followed by confidence, strength, and stability. Bottom of the deck. Explore, collate, and learn from the patterns of the past. Acknowledge your creative capacity to flourish through the challenge. Do you believe that? That is what is under the deck. I just showed you the picture form of what these words are saying. Wow. I love it when the artwork just aligns so much with the message. It's beautiful. So revision is about moving forward in a new way that may feel a bit radically different to you. But something that had been there, a seed that had been planted deep within you that is bearing fruit, right? It's growing. You are growing, Virgo. This is your solar return. Is it any wonder? It's not. It's no wonder. It's your solar return time. Your birthday time is a precious time when the stars align and remember you as you remember yourselves, your own life, because it was the blueprint in the sky when you were born. And we revisit that blueprint in the sky when we go through our solar return. And at your new moon, it's as if there's a spotlight down on you to give all that light energy, like light codes, to level you up to go into the next new year. It gives you that impetus for change. And that is the new moon in Virgo. And by the way, it's right here, your new change. Ace of Pentacles. Let's do this. Let's go across. Six of Wands. This is absolute victory. You are victoriously moving forward in your life. Partially by keeping yourself in balance, the stasis that this card talked about. Okay. Your day-to-day rituals, your day-to-day habits, your hobbies, your responsibilities, feeding the dog, feeding the kids, taking out the garbage, going to work, all those things. Keeping those things in balance, but also allowing for the new. This new thing that you have all the capacity, isn't that what it said? And capability to do. This thing that you're creating. And it is a creative process, right? We talked about the trine being, the triangle or the three sides. It creates. 3 is the number of creation. It opens and creates the space for that change with Pluto in Capricorn. So it changes things that are very real for us. Whatever this new thing is, not only are you ready for it and in a good balanced energy in order to begin it, but you're going to be successful at it. You can see that, right? That's beautiful, Virgo. Okay. Then I see your card right here, the Hermit. You've thought long and hard about it, about whether or not you have the gusto right now to go for something with this Knight of Wands. Gusto. Right? It may have something to do with a new career, a new job. You could be, actually it's interesting, you can see that this Knight of Wands is heading away from the Hierophant. So perhaps you're changing jobs. It could be the Hierophant, it represents a lot of things. It represents the status quo in our life, right? Social norms can be jobs, institutions, can be the institution of marriage. It can be religion, anything that we belong to, that we believe in. And this Knight, interestingly enough, is actually heading away, right? More toward you. So it's almost like something's coming in that may be a little different than you're used to, right? And that energy is coming toward you, and it's like you're not even seeing it yet. You're looking in the other direction, right? It's like, well, you're looking back at the past. So it's interesting. Somebody or something may be changing in your life soon. It may be coming in very quickly. It could change the structure of your life, the day-to-day of your life, the things that you know as status quo. Okay, then we have the World. So some type of completion is happening here. It is an accomplishment. It's, I always say, don't forget that the hero's journey begins with the Fool, the 0 card, and it ends with the 21 card, the World. By the time you get the World, you've learned a great life lesson. This is accomplishment. Pardon me, I have a frog. And then next to that, we have the 9 of Pentacles. So look at you. You have definitely accomplished a sense of self-esteem and self-worth, most assuredly, and very likely some type of success. The Knight of Pentacles is when you're standing in your garden that is filled with your flowers because of your seeds, because of your watering can, your effort, You planted them. You weeded the garden. You took care of the garden, and it's grown. It's what you did. And the World card is an accomplishment in that. And then the Knight of Swords is about taking some information forward, something coming in, or you successful taking information forward, speaking about it. You could be have just accomplished something really great and decided that you are now going to go towards something new that you want to learn or do. You could be teaching what you know, interestingly enough, is what I'm seeing here. Let's go down the vertical, okay? We've got the Six of Wands, so this is success. It's victory. It's being recognized for doing something really good with the Hermit card, because you've looked within and you've grown quite a lot. I think you're being recognized for that because you've made some kind of accomplished thing. You've done something well. You've accomplished something good. You've learned a life lesson. You've learned about yourself, and you're being recognized for it. You can see that, right? All right, then we have the Temperance card. You're keeping yourself calm, cool, and collected. Everything in moderation. Pretty status quo. And then a burst of energy comes in. I think it's going to be the catalyst for this revision. Something changes. Now, maybe, just maybe, it's the fact that you realize you can really do something that you never thought you could. With this Nine of Pentacles, it's incredible self-assurance. And so if you haven't had enormous self-belief, if you didn't think that you could do something on your own, you can. You absolutely can. And this is saying it. It's like, maybe you take a risk. Take a bit of a risk. Maybe a bit of a quantum leap. After weighing it all out, weighing and measuring, weighing and measuring, weighing and measuring, being prudent and looking at it all, looking at the financials, looking at the books, looking at the whatevers, at the numbers of it all your analysis, right, Virgo? Maybe it's just time for a little bit of spontaneous jumping right in because you feel really confident about yourself and you believe in yourself. And that brings about this new beginning, this new seed that you're going to plant next. It's something new. It's something that you're going to do that you haven't done before, learn that you haven't learned before. It's something new. Whatever's been status quo for you, your general, your day-to-day, what you believe in, what you do, if it's your marriage, if it's a business that you belong to or a company you work for, some other kind of club or group that you belong to, something like that, you may be taking information forward and learning something new or starting a new group or club or going to a new school, going back to college with this Hierophant, right? Or you could be changing religions, or you could be starting a new company, a new startup. It's definitely something new. And you're bringing it forward, you're learning what you need to learn, and you're communicating it. So this could be in communications for some of you. Mercury is your planet. You are good in the field of communications. So it could be a new startup that has to do with communications for sure. I know that it feels a little risky, and you like things to be nicely balanced, right? You're an analyzer. You want to make sure you analyze everything, But this is just saying you can do this on your own, whatever this is. And it is definitely, not only is it in your purview, not only do you have the skills, talents, and abilities to do what it is that you want to do, but it will help you heal and let go of a part of yourself that maybe was self-limiting. Maybe this is self-sabotage. Maybe it's doubt. Maybe it's fear. Maybe it's heartache from the past. It could be a million things. Whatever this is that you have not quite ever been able to let go of, I think you will now. I think you're proving to yourself that you can be exactly who you want to be. That takes guts. That's a life lesson well learned, because the Hermit looks at their own life. and they look toward accomplishment and wisdom, right? They seek the virtuous and the wise and the good. All right, now I'm going to pull you a final card. Let's do your animal, Spirit of the Animals Oracle by Jody Bergsma, and pull one for you. And see what animal totem wants to speak to you today, Virgo. Let's do this. Too many. That was 3 cards. Let's do just one. Just one. That one. Abundance. Look at you. You get the bison today. Abundance. Sacred buffalo. Cloak me in your wisdom. What did I just say about that, right? Letting go of something you don't need anymore. You're up leveling, right? Keep me warm through the storms of life. Fill my life with goodness. Teach me the way of gratitude and prayer. Abundance. That's really beautiful, Virgo. I think you are seeking a higher purpose here. I think you're taking it forward. I think you want to talk about it. I think you finally believe in yourself. I think you have evolved. This card was about evolution. And that sometimes we make a quantum leap and level up. And we revise it. We change something in our lives that really bring about the abundance. This is abundance. This is abundance and success. And this is a well-achieved lifelong accomplishment. And it began within. So good for you, Virgo. Wow! That's a great reading. I am so happy for you. Happy birthday again if your birthday is this week. I'll be here for you next week. I wish you kindness, reverence, and gratitude. Thank you so much. I'll see you then.